welcome back to the garage, man. Today we're going to be getting a closer look at this new CRV that Braven picked up. We are also going to go over this thing and kind of clean it up. We want to make it look a little bit nicer, a little bit more presentable. These bumpers have definitely seen better days. Maybe try to buff some of this out, see what we can do. There's some more of this failing clear coat on this rear door. There's a bunch of it up on the roof. Got to get some adhesive and some stickers off the window. Pretty much all the rubber trim needs some attention. This thing almost looks like it's sitting higher than my CRV, and mine's supposedly lifted. Yeah, this thing just is not at the correct height to be rocking a set of wheels like this. Not to mention the tires are stretched. Four-wheeling on stretched tires just ain't the look, bro. Overall, it's a really nice CRV. It just needs some attention and some love. The stock wheels and tires from my CRV, dude, these tires are literally like brand new. Look at that. Look how deep the tread is. And I've got all 5, whole matching set. These are really nice wheels, but we're pulling them off. Out of gas. Well, ran out of gas with the big pressure washer, but that's all right, because I just wanted to get all the axle grease off those damn wheels. So, small pressure washer will work just fine for doing these wheel wells. Oh, tough guy. I miss my quick checks. Those are my stock lug nuts from my CRV. I don't want to put those locking like tuner lug nuts back on the factory wheels. Hit them with some silver paint. I know it's kind of ghetto, but believe me, it's not permanent. These aren't going to be, I'm sure Braven isn't going to just leave the stock wheels on here. And if he does, then it's probably because he's going to sell the damn thing, and you know, then what does it really matter? So much better on the stock wheels, bro. Look at how crooked it's sitting. I got one more side to do, and then I'll show you. Hey there, buddy. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good.
Just getting home from work there, huh?
Yeah, I gotta get some adhesive on this window.
Yeah, no kidding. I blasted that sticker off.
Yeah.
The pressure washer ran out of gas.
Oh.
Like while I was spraying that sticker off. Definitely digging it with the stock wheels on it, man. Now, the stock wheels probably aren't permanent. I mean, right? For the time being, it just makes more sense because these just didn't look right. Being all monster trucking.
Needs more low for sure.
Yeah. Didn't break a single clip. So I got the car all sprayed off last night. Now what I'm gonna do to paint this trim on these doors is just go ahead and remove it like you've seen. So I don't have to worry about overspray, and I don't have to completely mask this whole entire damn thing off just to spray those little strips. So most of these trim pieces that I've removed have all relatively been about the same. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys how on this CRV though. Rear door, there's actually a screw right there. So if you have a CRV, you know there's a screw there. But if you're doing this on a different vehicle, I recommend you opening the door up and checking to see if you have some kind of screw or something that's actually holding these in as well before you just go tugging on them, because you'll bend the shit out of it. The front door has a screw right here. So to get these clips out without breaking them, you need to apply pressure going that way. And then you're going to kind of roll it up like this. So when you're pushing in, you can kind of hear these clips pop. You hear that? Those are the clips actually coming loose in there. So now what you want to do is get your fingers behind it. You use your thumbs and kind of push on it in that same motion going that way, but then you want to kind of roll it outwards. Now if you have a position where, like on this trim goes a little bit underneath this molding for the window, you're not going to be able to completely roll it. So I'm getting a lot more roll in the front half than I am in the back half. So you want to be careful not to rip your window molding, obviously. So I'm going to start pulling the front portion up, work my way back, and then pull it forward out from underneath that trim. And just like that, we got this whole thing out without breaking any of the clips. All right, same thing with the front. You want to push in, start breaking those clips loose. Not breaking them, but breaking them loose. Get your fingers back in behind there, push in and roll out. Push in and roll out. Now again, this is going in behind the mirror a little bit over here, so I'm not going to get it to roll completely. So I'm going to start lifting up on this side. And once I get this side kind of up away from the door, now I'm going to pull the whole trim that direction, pulling it out from underneath the mirror. One, two, three, 4 clips, and not a single one of them broken. Maybe go to the junkyard, bro. Go to the junkyard and find a vehicle that has the trim pieces like that and practice there. You know what I'm saying? Once you've done it a couple of times, it kind of builds the confidence. And I know for a lot of you guys who already know this, it's probably not a huge deal, but believe me, coming from me, bro, I used to mask the whole entire car off to spray these pieces. Shout out to Dustin. He's the one who originally showed me how to do that. But then again, Braven, just the other day when we're at the junkyard and we're getting that piece off from my CRV, kind of perfected the method for me. Because if you guys didn't know, Braven now works with Dustin and he does this stuff on a daily basis. Got the windshield wipers all sandblasted. I need to hang these up in order to primer them. And I got the door trim all masked off, sanded. These are ready for primer. I sanded this really well with 320 grit. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get these sprayed black. And I gotta hang these up, primer them, and spray them black. Alright, got that stuff sprayed black. I'm pretty sure it's the only thing that I'm really spraying on this, so I wanted to get those done so they can start drying while we're doing the other stuff. So I feel like at this point most people know this trick. I've been seeing it on TikTok and on like Instagram reels and stuff. We've actually done it quite a few times on the channel here. But using a torch on some old faded plastic like this will actually bring it back. It's just the problem is it doesn't last very long. I don't know, I've had mixed results. I've had some vehicles that it actually lasted a very long time and turned out great, but then again I've had some vehicles that a couple of weeks later, maybe a month later, it looks just as bad as it did before you did the heat treatment. So yep, that's the process, man. Just gonna go over the whole entire thing, take the torch to it, and bring all this plastic back to a dark, nice shine. Whether it lasts forever or not, I mean, it's still a really dope-ass before and after. And I have an idea of doing something I'll cover after we actually get all the plastic all heated. I'm gonna do an extra step, and I wanna see if that adds any longevity to this. All right, so I got about half of the vehicle done, the entire front bumper and the trim on this side. I'm gonna go ahead and coat this now with some boiled linseed oil. I'm sure you guys probably guessed it. We just did this on the EF hatch. And this stuff works pretty damn good, bro. My idea here is I'm curious to see if this is going to like seal it. If we go ahead and coat it with the linseed oil with a nice thin layer, how these bumpers are gonna look in a couple of weeks to a month or whatever. And of course, I'll keep you guys updated. Alright, so this is the bumper that is off of Braven CRV. The problem is the driver's side right here. I don't know what happened to that, where a freaking dog bit it or what, but you can't even put the mud flap on that side because a section of the bumper is missing. So I figured I'd go ahead and just take that one off. And I have got my original one from my CRV right here, which I've already kind of went over and cleaned it up a little bit. But it's in better shape, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't have a big old missing hole on it, and we'll be able to put both mud flaps back on. So the only thing I need to do is swap these lights out because his lights are in better condition. Bumper was also missing all the clips that go along the top right here. There was just nothing in there, so Harbor Freight little plastic fastener assortment to the rescue once again. Dude, this thing's looking pretty freaking minty. I tell you what, I mean, it's nowhere near done, but I went ahead and I robbed the spare tire holder off of my CRV as well because, I mean, it looks goofy with the rear bumper having that cut out and there not being a spare tire, but now he's got all 5. And honestly, I think mine looks better without it anyhow. Alright, I have satisfied my want for cleaning this damn thing. I'm not doing anything interior wise. To be honest with you, the interior is really clean. Like, I mean, it's in good condition. There's nothing really missing, and it's not like filthy, you know what I'm saying? It just needs to be vacuumed out and wiped down a little bit, but I'll let Braven do something, you know what I'm saying? I used a rag and some Armor All. I went around and wiped down all the door jambs and got all the dust off of all this rubber and everything, so it looks all nice and fresh. There is a lot of imperfections on the thing, you know, like honestly a good PDR guy would be able to get a lot of this stuff out. Braven and I was talking about potentially trying to do it ourselves. I don't know, we'll see. Yeah, it's like little door dings and stuff. Really the worst dent on this entire thing is this one right here. So, and that is pretty freaking ugly. I buffed out this section the best that I could. This right here, the clear coat was failing and it looked really bad. So I mean, it doesn't look nearly as bad now. It's actually got a little bit of a shine to it. The same with the hood. The hood was really chalky. I mean, you can still see that area, of course. I think it would be best for Braven to just grab like a quart of paint and actually just respray this hood. We put some fresh paint down on that hood and a fresh clear coat and wet sand and buff it. Dude, that would actually make this thing look 10 times better. Yeah, put it down in the comments what you guys think of this thing, man. Please put in the comments if you think it looks a lot better on the stock wheels. And those other wheels are nice, like I mentioned before. It's just this thing most certainly needs to be lowered to run those. But yeah, I think on the stock wheels and having the 5th wheel on the back, bang bang just adds to that like all original OEM look. Anyhow, my job here is done. I'm gonna go ahead and clean up and wait for Braven to get here. See what he thinks. Hey there, buddy. I figured I may as well record a reaction. What do you think with the spare tire?
No, fast.
It looks freaking nice, bro. It looks really nice. I did the heat treatment and then I coated them with the oil, but then I pressure washed it off. I hit it with the linseed oil just to kind of seal it. But yeah, I buffed this section of the door. Like, it's not perfect, but I buffed the living shit out of it. It doesn't, yeah, it doesn't look nearly as bad as it did.
I know, it looks so sick.
Yeah, it needs a little bit of paint here and there, like what we were talking about. Maybe just respray the hood.
Yeah.
A little bit of PDR here and there, but other than that, it cleans up really nice, bro.
No, it looks really good.
Like, it's a dope ass little CRV. Definitely a cozy ass daily.
I'll start. We gotta go to Scottsdale, get some pictures over there.
What, post it up for sale? This guy. Yeah, the engine bay is really freaking clean. Dude, this engine, the entire engine bay is completely factory. Like, nothing has been touched. Just the amp wiring. All right, well, I wanted to get a clip of, you know, Braven and I mobbing out in our CRVs, but the problem is that's the battery that goes into my CRV. So yeah, Braven and I were basically sharing a battery between the CRV and his 4-door. So whenever he went and traded the 4-door, he kept our battery, but the guy he traded keep his battery, you know what I'm saying? So now we still only have one battery between the two CRVs. So yeah, we gotta go out and go pick up another battery. As soon as we do, we'll go mob them together. But anyhow, guys, I'm gonna end it here. I'm gonna go shower and we are going to an all-you-can-eat Chinese buffet. Because I have been freaking craving a Chinese buffet for the longest time. And we're doing it tonight, god dang it.
Alright, bet. Let's do it.
Peace. Oh, later, Rughead.
Later there. Peace out.